mindset today. We're going to play a couple games. We're playing some ranked flex, get a little warmed up, spend some time hanging out, getting some top and mid games in. We've been itching for this. Today's awesome. A little preview about what we're going to be looking at. We've got the patch notes coming in as well, but we're looking at the growth mindset. How do you change your fixed mindset? And if you were with us last time, we went over fixed mindset, why it can be detrimental, why it tends to make people hard stuck, and it tends to be that they don't like the idea of changing. They tend to want to stay the way they are, and there's always there's always things that you can improve, right? Whether or not you're correct about an aspect, it doesn't really matter. There's still probably something you can do better, and it's always about embracing that change and embracing that challenge and seeing how much you can do. All right, we got a Silas. Neela Senna. All right, we definitely want to gank the heck out of that lane. Vel'Koz Morgana. Absolutely. We have to gank the heck out of this lane. Tryndamere and Mundo are our only scaling. We have a kind of absurdly bad composition. They have a very classic one in general. Maybe, do we go? No, we can't really go Merc Treads here. Even though it's brand Silas, maybe just a little bit of magic resist will be good enough. If we even need that, maybe just with the tankier build, right? We're going to go something like Malignance and maybe even Rylai's this game. They are a lot of ranged champions that outrange our mages, and so Rylai's might help to slow them down, especially if our teammates don't get it. So let me see. Mundo, can we ask Mundo? Mundo, you ready to go Abyssal Mask this game?
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Not quite Captain Planet on the U there. There we go. What do we see? We got a root. Okay. We get the kill. Nice job. Senna's gonna be a little bit chunked out. And Mundo got it. That's like best case scenario. Unfortunately, he's walking back, it looks like. Alright, we'll get in Silas's way. I want to keep him here so he doesn't see the Mundo. We get a little chunk there. Pop. We know that he only has his E, right? So he's pretty committal. He needs to jump into the wave if he wants to get anything done here. Silas is preserving his HP, as he's wont to do. We're about to hit next level here. Missed a couple of CS for that, no good. 3 CS. I'll punish him for trying to go for any amount of CSing here. That is not what you are allowed to do on this matchup. I'm getting ganked here. I missed. How did I miss that one? He had such an easy gank. I was worried about the gank angle is really what it comes down to. Alright, now the wave's coming back out. Could have taken a fast recall here, actually. That might have been better. Grab a quick Dark Seal. We didn't keep track of brands, so we're going to try to go with something more safe here. Does he know? Might have just put a ward right there and definitely saw me on the way out. But he can't stop this from coming back out, so if I just protect this wave state for myself, then I'm going to be okay. Tryndamere's already done with his full clear at 320, so he's more than okay. No, that did not. It did. Oh, what a bummer. He's trying to break through this. He'll get a little chunk down. Got you. That is so big for me. Bro. Need to find a creative way to get in here if you want to get in. I appreciate the attempts, but you know. See, that would have been a great time to fight this guy. Little trick right there, you don't level up until after you cast the spell. Keeps the mana cost a little bit lower. This guy's pretty doomed right here. He doesn't really have the power to clear this all out. Brand's on the left side. Tryndamere can go for Dragon, so I can keep this guy just pushed in here. He does have a little bit of all-in threat against me. Gonna call the wave a bit. Alright, Brand wants to stick around on here. He wants to take all this damage, so... We gotta go for this kill. Unfortunately, he kills us very, very quickly. Wait, Trind, this is on me. Alright, so this is something we were talking about the other day. We're in evasive maneuvers here. How did he get that far? Well, I need to pay attention more often, right? So I'm there and I start looking at the pit and I'm looking at Brand and how I'm going to play the fight. And really, I have to be looking at Tryndamere. Do I still have help? Do we still have range advantage, right? And in the moment that Tryndamere goes to take the dragon, I need to back out completely. So that's completely on me. We do have an ocean. I want to get over to this bot lane. A hit from Vel'Koz? No, it didn't. Shit. At least we'll get the shove in. It's level 5, he's not the next level. Alright, this guy has my ultimate. It was a one-way ticket, my friend. Do I want this? Do I want boots? I think I want boots. Tryndamere ult, that's kind of scary. We wait for Morgana. Nice. Should we get a kill on this guy? He didn't ult. He didn't Trynd ult? Crazy. Or he did it way early, maybe. Nice. I may have bit off more than I can chew. Ooh. Like I tried to stay up here through that. They're recalling. Let's wait for Velo before Dragon. Okay. They can come right there. I'll pick up this wave. It's a flash. Alright, these guys aren't going to do a half-ass push and then they're going to walk straight into me. Good job, Mundo. Except against these two. Nice. Nice play. That was a flash here, right? Big hits, big hits. Yeah. Alright, we got next level of the ultimate. Go to RE flash. Big chunks. Easy. Okay, then I want to rotate for a fast turret. We can do that. Combined wave push. I'll just do this. That way we can focus everything on this thing. Awkward.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I think our team has enough damage, so I'm just going to get this first. Since I'm weaving in the most autos, most likely the other two mages are the ones that don't need it. We could give it to Mundo as well, but I don't see Mundo leaving from there. Maybe he comes over. We do have two dragons, so we'd like him to come. Now we're going to do this. Move together, push mid as one, use Prio to get over into the river. We've got 19 seconds to do it. We've got plenty of time. We got the mid pushed, now we get the dragon. I'll start moving my way over to the bot side. We sweep this as well. Then I pick up this wave, and then we're back to our great macro spots. Friendly blue. Where do I want this control ward? Probably right here, honestly. This will keep me good. We're playing for dragon stacking, so I think this is going to be fine as well.
Rampage.
Let's see, this is enough of a wave that it's actually going to get stuck on their side. Neela's actually doing us a huge favor, but this wave would have come back, would have stuck there for a little bit, and then just got installed, and their waves would have reinforced, it would have come back to us. So it kind of puts them in an awkward spot. That's really unlucky. Got hit by everything. We'll be alright, though. Once she gets boots, boots are really good against this team in general. Move speed are always good. Do have teleport. We do want to just keep this pushed. There's a teleport for them. Silas and Brand are on top side, so we just push mid. I go back over to bot. It's going to be uncontested. I don't know. Showing on the wrong side of the map. I think I grab one more wave here. I'm going to stack it all the way in. Don't think we need to be in favor right here because they just spent that teleport up in top side. Plus we have a chance at maybe picking off this Neela. There we go. Beautiful. That's an ult down. push for Baron Trial. All this effort right here doesn't really do much for us. I mean, maybe you get them trying to set up for Dragon, and since we have such good prio everywhere, we're in a good spot that it's like fairly uncontested. But like right now, they're fighting for Southern Quadrant. They have no business even coming to show for this. Gotta keep mid pushed, otherwise this doesn't work. Alright, we're good. There's a Trinidad. Got you. Something hit me? Oh, did I walk into a Hailmaker? Oh, that's too bad. We definitely got it busted by that Trinidad. Alright, they're super low. We've got the push in bot lane, that's crashing. We can just come straight here. Got you. That's funny, I've actually passed them over there. And that's a Solarino. JK. Guy's dead. It's going to be really tough to kill for these guys. We have 2 people on recall, 1 person bot. People need to back off. Good stuff. Walk it in, we got time. We want Mundo on bot. This is alright. 1-3-1's okay. Hey, a big dunk onto the Mundo. I got sat on by the Hulk. Oh my gosh. Alright, Nila can carry this fight. We have to be careful. Please, thank you. It is Elder now, though. I cannot just give Elder. Where they started this thing, they're crazy. Mundo. Oh, we're good. Hey. Alright, that's permanent structural damage, plus we have the level lead, so we're going to have those things pushing in. It should be a good time for us. Go like this. I just run straight to my team. Run straight to my team through mid. We start getting the push because we've already got this. They're already preparing for this. Let's see, about the level lead, I said that. +3, +1, +1. Yeah, we've got the level lead everywhere. So our minions are just going to auto-push this bot lane in and threaten to kill in both lanes. We can accelerate mid to try to catch up to sides right now. since it's a little bit further ahead. Yeah, we absolutely wanted someone on this wave. They can go get that though, that's fine. Maybe we catch this guy in a rotation.
Destroyed an inhibitor.
That turret just melted. This guy's trying to grab the Mundo and jump us into everyone. Got you. I really like rallies on this guy, on this Tori. That was a lot of fun. I'm cold though. Do I turn up the heat? Do I put on a jacket? Probably a jacket. I don't know. If I'm cold though, it probably means the seeds might be cold. Maybe we need to get the warmth up in here. I did not expect that to be the case. This is like supportish items too, right? Just starting with Malignance, it deals so much damage. Alright, let me see about this heat situation. That champion's a lot of fun. Ari, way back in season 2, the very first champion that I said, all right, I've played the game a lot. This is who I'm gonna main. Jax was the first one that like kind of called to me. Varus had recently come out, and Varus was definitely up my alley. But Ari was like, "This is fun. fun rules everything, right?" Now we have 100 champions at rank 7. No, that's not true. We have like 75 at rank 7. All right, we've got time for one more game. Looking forward to watching this. This was recommended by Swerve. We're going to be watching this before we get into class, probably right after this game. Get a quick lunch break, come back, watch that, and then go on with Summoner School. Some more patch notes. Let's see. Galio, large adjustments to passive. The big thing that they nerfed things, and then they added 1% to the bonus health, saying like, we want you to be able to build Rod of Ages. But Rod of Ages was not the optimal build, so now, yes, you're upping that, but you've nerfed your ratios here with resistance by a significant amount. That's 4%. This went down by 1%. The base value went down by 5%. Well, like, why? You could just say we want it to be better with Rod of Ages, and then just add this right here to the champion. Instead, they like nerfed everything. 5% AP here. You get a little bit better cooldown on the Q. Magic damage down by 15. That's a tremendous amount. Reduced damage to non-champions. Okay, so you can clear waves a little bit better with it. Yeah, like this just feels like a nerf. Hitting enemy, let's see, magic damage 15 to 20, 100 to 200 goes way, way down. Scales with 100% AD, of course, because you're hitting way down also. Why did they feel like they had to nerf this guy? They call this adjustments. Ben, if you're watching, this is where we disagree on the patches. Yes, their job is very hard, but the idea is that we want to maintain his viability but allow him to build Rod of Ages, right? Like, let's read this. In this patch, we're making several adjustments to Galio with the goal of making his damage more consistent over fights to increase his synergy with more durable AP items such as Rod of Ages and Riftmaker. It's like they want this to become the pet build, right? That's what they're saying. The largest change we're making is to increase his passive cadence throughout the game in order to require Galio to be in melee range for longer. To access his full potential. This does, however, come at the cost of some damage. Since these changes incentivize Galio to use his passive more, we'd like to make it feel better to use by increasing his attack speed while it's up. The second largest change here is a new health ratio on his W, which should make purchasing AP and health items feel much better. The rest of the changes are focused on ensuring tank Galio doesn't become too strong by toning down base damage while ensuring we keep the AP ratios high. Lastly, we're including a buff to his E wave clear, as we expect these changes to hurt his wave clear due to the base damage nerf on his passive. Okay, so it used to be one cycle, right? You could go in, starting level 7, auto attack the melees, Q the backline, E through the whole thing, and you clear the entire wave. Hitting enemy champions or epic monsters with abilities reduces this cooldown by 3 seconds once per cast. Okay, that is a tremendous amount. Definitely can live in the fantasy of like staying in the fight, Juggernaut mage mode. Colossal Smash now triggers spell effects. Okay, so Comet and the like, and presumably Landry's, because they want Riftmaker, so you probably want Landry's here for the burn. Galio now gains 40% attack speed while his passive is available. So basically that attack will come out much faster. That will feel very nice. Colossal Smash is no longer affected by ability haste though. Oh, that's a huge nerf. There's no way that like, I mean, I guess in the melee of huge fights at the end of the game, yeah, you'll be able to get this off much more. It does say reduces cooldown by 3 seconds once per cast, hitting enemy champions or monsters with abilities. This says it triggers spell effects, so if you're hitting a champion, it should in theory go down by 3. But still, we'll have to check that out. This will be a quality of life. It'll be nice and clean, but the damage going so far down, right? Like so much. 10%, 15%, 16% and 15 base. No, 20 base. 16% AP and 20 base damage going down, and this is what we're getting back on his like most committal spell, we'll call it. I don't like these changes at all. I think it's going to reflect, I mean, this part of this is going to be due to people not realizing the changes are there and affected in that way, but also, you know, his identity is being the magic resist guy. Like that's his thing, and then you take that away. I don't know, it feels really weird. Base health decreased by 30. This will change some of the matchups for the all-ins at level 1. Much more susceptible at level 1 now. Q mana cost increased. 80 at all ranks. Okay, yeah, so you're not going to get that spike at level 5 where you can just start spamming your spells. Not really care about it. I mean, you still do it, but it's going to cost you an extra 10 every 8 seconds. And so you will whittle yourself out in the lanes, right? This is not for jungle. This won't affect jungle at all. This will a little bit for being invaded, but not so much. Gragas going down. I mean, we'll do a synopsis once we look at all the champions. Mana growth decreased 50 to 40. Mana regeneration growth goes slightly up. Passive cooldown refund decreased. Okay. Q mana cost increased significant. Ooh, that's a big one. This is aimed to hit the solo lane karmas, right? When you're playing mid lane, you used to be able to just spam this willy-nilly. Now it's going to cost 25 and 35 more mana to get off. That's going to be a big hit. Mantra cooldown. The cooldown's getting nerfed and the reduction's getting nerfed. These are significant nerfs. All right, her best spell. They are increasing the effectiveness of the best spell at base ranks. Endgame, not as high. Interesting. Let's take a look at the Shen and the Ornn changes here. Ornn is a little sad. Let's see. His cooldown on his E is just getting improved by 2 seconds early. Sweet. Rek'Sai we won't look at yet. Shen, passive cooldown adjusted. Oh, this is the one Expetu was talking about. This is the linear change rather than getting spikes at 169. This is huge for early levels. You don't notice it, but I think at level like 10, 11 is when he did the graph, and it shows that that's going to be the best spike. But basically, this could allow for near permanent uptime once you have 2 items. 8 to 16 are the pronounced. Yeah, I think 11, 12, 10, 11, 12 was where it was most emphatic. Maybe 10, 11, because 12 is where you get another spike. So yeah, 11 was the biggest gap. You have 17 rank ups, so it's a half. It gets better by what? A quarter of a second this way? 1/5 of a second? Let's see, 17 rank ups, 3.5, 34.2. 0.2. Yeah, so you get 0.2 per level. Yeah, so already at level 4 and 5 you'll feel better. At level 2 and 3 you'll feel better. 4 and 5 will be a pretty big jump. 8 will feel much better. 10, 11 will feel great, and then it won't really be noticeable at the end. Q damage increased. W shield increased. Letting him truly shine. Let's see. Galio, much weaker. Execute threshold decreased. Alright, they're getting rid of the stacking execute. Good. This was the huge mistake. This is the thing that they added in that was just like, what are you doing? This is just buffing the champion. So this is interesting that you have the burn there, and it only is his damage that will trigger the execute. All right, let's think about our pick. Probably Galio mid. It looks like we're blind pick, which means that we're good to get Shen here, but Sion would be fine. What does our team want? Our team wants something that's, I mean, Shen's really good for Cassidon. It's really good in general. I think we'll be okay here.
Demonstration of superior judgment.
What kind of build? What kind of build? We've got Armor Shred already and Jin for damage. So I can go Magic Shred and go for Cassidon. We're also going against this. So this is an Abyssal Mask game. We could go Scaling. This tends to scale even better than this one, though. Scaling. We want the move speed. Can just fight this guy early. I'm not sure what kind of build I want with this. Ingenious Hunter definitely leans me towards the Iceborne's Sundered Skies. Titanics of the world. Double AP top lane is the reason that we swapped out, because we're probably going to want these Merc Treads against this comp. In general, it's just going to be insane here.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn.
Got a bomb. Can't go any further without the team. I leveled the wrong spell. Zillion's gonna bite the dust for this infraction.
Minions have spawned.
Don't hit me. That is so bad for me. Oh my gosh. At least Thresh got it. Should I teleported? I missed all of these. I missed them all. They should be able to just go all in here. Draven's pathing wrong. This is no good. Stay left, stay left, stay left. That guy's shocked. This would be suicide. Don't die. Don't die! Should I have teleported here? Maybe. The chances are too high, I think, that I need to teleport somewhere else and then come back. Maybe it would have been just as good to teleport here and then make the play and then walk back. Probably the same thing in all neutrality. Alright, this guy's deadly for me now with the Rylai's up, even with Murktread Spectre's Cowl. Hey. Sure that goes down first. Didn't even spill my drink. This is not going to freeze. It's going to get... Oh, it's not going to get quite far enough. I could have walked in, taken the turret. What build do I want? I don't even know, man. I think we're just here. Fine, you're gonna resurrect. 3 are bot, which means that we don't do this. We just push mid. We're gonna move stuff over. If we can move, we can contest this slowly since they're first to be here. They're starting this with no prio. Zillion Jin are a little bit low. No, we don't do it. That's fair, that's fair. They take the reset, we stall just a little bit. Got him. Got him. Uh-oh. He ulted me. That's kind of funny. That's my fault for being there, though.
Your turret has been destroyed.
I don't know about bombs, actually. Attacks here. That guy double ins. No, really?
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Static Shiv Jin? There's no way this is good. I don't know, maybe it is good. That'd be kind of neat, wouldn't it? Stop the taunt. Gross. She's got no flash. Guys, I'm not coming to the right side. There's no point being here. We're gonna get substantially more from this anyways. You know, I'm just gonna go up with them. I don't know that they know how to do this, so I'm going to try to solve it with them. Got no flash still, right? Gonna go zone this Warrior Kaiser so he doesn't ult the jungler. Why did we separate? Trying to hold a pivot for you, man. Nice timing by the Zillion. That's funny. That's never gonna work. Alright, we have this now. Damage.
Enemy double kill. Triple kill.
Interesting. There's no way they get there in time, right? I'm just dead here. Especially if I brick that, and flashing was dumb because we're gonna die anyways. I'm so tilted. I'm just gonna go up with the Jhin. I'll take care of the waves if they come up, but I don't want to be a split push threat. I'm not building Titanic or anything. How did she die? Get the fuck in there, dude. She's massive. This is gonna do no damage flat, like actually nothing. Could have seen more about what was going on with the Caitlyn, maybe focus on her more. All right, let me get some food in my belly, and then we'll be right back, and we'll get to our class. All right. So hype, man. Which is a perfect lead up for this. Alright, so we gotta react. Apparently Smolder's doing some things to T1. Is this the game that we watched? No, this is today. This just happened? Okay. Well, let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. Apparently Smolder running amok.
Could be Caitlyn. Rumble. Okay. It's not the Rumble Ash. It's the Rumble.
Alright, so Rumble Varus, very good team fighting. Sejuani to lock people down. You've got Talia to make the wall for Gnar. You see Talia in combination with Gnar a lot because it provides a finite end. Rumble as a support though, kind of bizarre.
That was placed. So Zoner. Yes, Mia. From
So this is meant to just be poke, 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 all in on the Smolder, rinse, repeat, over and over and over. Unfortunately, every spell that the guy lands is going to be a stack.
the vertical jungling that was set up is really nice as area.
Nice double shot, uses the shield to not take anything back. Beautiful hits. Comet hitting the whole time. This is oppressive for a lane. Also, look at this teleport from Varus saying Rumble is basically here to just completely cuck the Smolder. Lee Sin coming over when he's only level 2 feels kind of weird.
He's gonna flash away from this one, and so he should be fine. But yeah, that's an early flash already taken away.
I'm liking this mid lane, both players going at each other, burning potions.
It's so hard to fight with Smolder these very, very early skirmishes. There's just no way. I mean, he's just dead. I don't even know why.
Wow, nice play, Carrier.
Peter just gonna die. He did try to flash, and yeah, kind of ill-advised to try to go in and challenge that one. You know, east side teams, just the win conditions aren't necessarily fully.
How could Carrier have enough games on a champion like Rumble to play at a good level? It's kind of crazy. Wow, that was a really generous second hop there. They're still going deep. Wow. Nice little jump there. Beautiful chain CC. Got everything. That's so nice. Sejuani with the long range setup allows Varus to hit for free, allows Talia to hit their combo, allows Rumble to deal all the damage on top. And hey, if support items are broken, why not play a broken champion in the position? They're just not letting Smolder get near the lanes. This is a losing fight for NS, right? They're trying, at this point, they're saying we're willing to just trade and take a losing trade just so that Smolder can get some amount of resources, which can be a call, right? That can be something that you choose to, that you opt into.
Still gonna go for it, and just gonna flap away.
Oof.
Dodged here. I mean, this is just bullying. And are they gonna get the turret? I don't know. Chain of corruption comes down, and now Peter's gonna just barely survive with that shield as Sylvie desperate to try to help
baited themselves.
as the turret.
That's with, look at all the wards they had down, and they still succumbed to that. They thought that their way out was to just go forward.
And flashes onto the poor Milio, who can't do anything about it.
Nice little lock up, right? You throw that W right as the stun's being hit. You say now.
Out of this one, Faker though with his own flash, trying to hit some rocks, and
Nice, weaving in the auto.
That kill repeatedly, and they're not blindfolded actually. Lee Sin's on the other side. Birthday party just got really overly aggressive at this point, and Carrier's just eating 3 turret shots for some reason, so he is just
A
gonna
little bit bizarre.
Trying to flank
Lee Sin's huge.
Support Rumble, I guess. I don't know. It's okay.
So we see opportunity rush, right? This is an item we've talked about a lot. U-moves can get you into position faster if you need to kite around in a fight, but if you're just constantly looking for that 5% move speed, it's just generically a little bit stronger. U-moves is better in bursts. Opportunity is just better like over time.
It's not going to be relevant anytime soon. 67. That just means that
3.5k gold lead. Look at all the vision being used on the topside river.
Also more chances to get these Infernal Drakes and Infernal Soul, and Rumble with Infernal Soul, Talia with Infernal Soul, Varus with Infernal Soul. Heck, even Gnar. Pretty strong. As Calmy does
Nice
not
wall
have
there. This guy's got no flash, so they should be able to pin him. There you go. Boom, chain CC. Although he missed the throw, or maybe wanted to throw him in that direction. That's bizarre. Maybe just getting the E down early, but then Karma got the shield off with enough speed to get away from the rocks. You don't get the chain.
Now, Talia, okay, he is going to be able to knock him away. And now he's got a blast cone. Maybe can help him out with a TP coming in, though.
Can go over the top. Look at this. Faker holding the... This is my terrain, he says. This alcove is a rock. I'm a rock mage. Rumble diving in from behind with the... Oh, Jesus.
The red carpet is called down, and Carrier is just shelling at him from range.
Damage is pretty insane.
In this case. The calculator there from Sylvie. Like sand going through on her
So,
fingers.
late game,
Carrier's ganking top again.
they are a very low range composition in general.
This time around is unmovable.
You've got Talia Varus is fine, but neither of them has a dash, right? So it can be a little bit difficult for them to position themselves into fights because Rumble, Sejuani, Sejuani basically needs to play back. Rumble can go forward with Gnar, but Sejuani has to play more of a peeling role potentially if Udyr kind of gets into the middle of the fight. Also, with this lethality build, the Udyr should be able to scale in this game. The question is, are they going to have the opportunity to do it? I wish they would give us the smolder marks. Oh, Gnar, beautiful. They do get one back.
They do take it out, and it's a one-for-one trade at the moment. Carrier flashes the wall, doesn't get anything. Comes up empty, and you know what? For 18.5 minutes. So.
Yeah, got a decent amount of stacks off that last fight too, and now he's gonna go get some off of Duma.
Yeah, it's a bit more.
Okay.
Add a little bit more,
There he goes. He's scaling.
Equalizer comes down as Sylvie gets in there and he catches Guma, and he might go down for it, but look at the damage he does.
Dude, Sylvie's just smurfing this game.
In this happy game, he doesn't feel very happy anymore as Noxim are fighting, but Calmy does stay a bit too far ahead of his team as everybody else was running away. And now actually it says right down there that it's at 6.93, so actually pretty good at the moment. And we're getting some damage into this one. Equalizer comes down. That is a nice wall to get them against the wall, but it is going to be smited away by the owner, actually, as now in the pit they are.
Double flash. All right, they're going to be able to leverage that for sure. 5k gold lead, 3 dragons, 2 flashes being down until the next dragon. Means that they're going to feel really good about this Baron fight. These are close fights though, right? Like this isn't necessarily indicative of how much gold they have in their pocket. Also a little bit of miscommunication here. It looks like they're trying to get 2 different calls. I know the calls retreat. They do get out. They just use the flash.
But no execute right now, and now they're actually trying to turn something onto G.
Free shots. You don't want to give these free shots.
G is flapping on in, looking for a bit more. They do not have any vision. And now the entirety of the team.
So this is 22. This is 23 minutes, and the smolder is online right now.
Oh, you think you're gonna pick us? We're actually, how many of us are still over here? You don't know. And now they know.
That thing's really deceptive. I don't think it actually hits there at the end of that range.
See if Zeus can make anything of this play with the Weaver wall.
This is against an Udyr. This might be a lot of work for no gain. And this is like Trick 2G mastery right here. You just go around in circles. The original Baus FFS.
Trying to buy as much time as possible. And you know what? He might just be fine, especially with this nice little disengage cone. Not sure why we still have these in the game. Dindin just still running. And I think he's going to go down right now.
Alright, so they finally get him, but that was like 25 seconds.
That dude's on that last fight, and if he's just a few stacks ahead when he flashes for that play, maybe he gets the kill. His equalizer is going to be huge.
It's a nice equalizer angle. That's like actually a perfect angle, no joke. Anytime you can line up 2 junctions like this, both on the side that the enemy team needs to retreat through, and it happens to go through right here, like this is absolutely perfect. What are they supposed to do? Just sit in that little alcove?
It feels like a game-losing play, but as you say, with the positional advantage T1 had, there was no winning play, there was no angle. Speaking of angles.
All right, we got Peel into the shock. They're going to move up. They're going to split. Gnar down bottom and most up top. Sejuani can front for the team right here. Doesn't need to go on the other side, right? He's there threatening the flank. It allows Varus to get a little bit further forward. Lee Sin can fight that back. No reason to fight this ward. Don't even waste any autos on it. It's just going to get you burned a little bit.
And it's not going to be Dindin. He's not enough to answer this push.
All right, so they've gotten the mid prio. They're setting up for themselves. They use mid push with the super into the western quadrant. This is all standard. They're actually leaving this to die, and they haven't picked up some of the infernal stacks. There might be something more for them. Now they can go get this Baron, but this is going to come at Nar's expense, and Smolder's going to... Is Smolder at like 300 now? 364. Why are they moving mid? Mid's a mistake. Rumble can be mid. Rest of the team should be here. Rumble can go and guide this wave in. You already have the supers, but Rumble's the one that wants to come in at an angle, or Talia, right? Any of them. Why did the minions stop? The minions are now, they're not supposed to stop hitting structures. That's a bug. Nar needs to kill this. Like, don't risk not dying, not killing this. Big damage. Whoa, really?
He gets a kick and immediately dies, but that's 2 executes now for Gio, who's looking for more.
More triple. How many Smolder pentas do we need to see before he gets nerfed? He got nerfed today. Proview, we're watching him here. All right, staying off stage. He keeps them at the top of the map. That's perfect. Yep, looking right here. Nice. The Q spread is just also hitting everybody, right? Because they're playing one of the best things about Smolder, and one of the reasons why he's having so much success, on top of being, you know, just busted in his design. A very traditional team fight shape is this like triangle, this paragon. Like you have a vanguard and sentries, right? And that formation gets AoE'd by Smolder. The AoE is so wide, especially once you're up at 400 stacks, and it just starts spitting those balls out. All right, this should be a push mid. They shouldn't be chasing. Well, they might be chasing to say that Nar can just take down the base for them. Oh, he just E'd forward into that fight. Is he going to survive this? He's carrying it? Oh my goodness. Maybe they should have. Maybe they thought they were going to win here, and they should have called the Nar over to make sure that they win this fight. He's going to get back in time. He makes it back. All right. They have no base.
It's not over. How many stacks does this guy have right now? It's got to be a ton.
It's probably like 500 stacks.
Top half of the map.
They're just using the Elder Drake to get this objective, and they'll have Exodia.
Okay.
35. Yeah,
Nar should probably be grouping, right? This inhib's spawning first on bot side. In fact, it just respawned. Lee Sin finds a pick. That's all you need is one pick, and then Smolder the rest of the team can feel strong. The ult doesn't hit at all. They re-break the inhib. Now, all right, so now they've got 6 going in. So Smolder can clear the entire base. He's actually eating forward. Are you... Okay, so that's dumb. That's dumb. Hold on. Hold on. Look at this. That is a 3/4 HP. You E forward into a Q and a Q. That's just Milio campfire bonus right there. Oh my gosh. Another Elder. So they've had an Elder, they've got Soul, they've had 3 Barons. All the structures have been down for a long time now.
He's got Zonya's created as Meganar, and down he will go. He does get executed, but Elder Drake taken by T1.
Why do you want Zonya's?
Almost died.
That feels kind of...
And he's gonna flash early this
Hold on,
time.
look at that long range. Yeah, he can carry from this point. Another Q?
He's going to elect not to flash. As meanwhile, Zeus, he's looking for the end. He's trying to just take down the turret, and he will.
Okay. All right, exposed base. Wait, 2 Elders? 2 Elders and 4 Barons? Is that what it's gonna take? What is going on? Alright, all the inhibitors are up. Any backdoor wins it, any split push wins it. They've got...
Okay, he just tried to get in there. That was a bit scary.
I like what this guy's doing though. He's playing up. He knows he has a Milio to back him up. He outranges this comp, and like we said, this was going to be a problem for them. That Varus gets outranged here, and Varus doesn't have the same mobility. Rumble's going to be very weak against Smolder. This stage! I mean, that has to be game, right? My gosh.
And they did it! GG! I guess T1 will take this one as
Wow.
they use their third Elder Dragon to win
3
Game
elders and
Over
4 barons was that?
When Gilbert's arrow did finally
You
win
see
through.
Faker.
Win Game
Hold on, we got freeze frame on Faker. Right. I drink your tears. Okay. Wow. That took a bit. That was exciting. What are the smolder? I guess we got to see these now. So this was a huge mistake. This is the one that if you guys were watching, we noted on the patch notes, was a big problem. They thought they were nerfing the champion, and instead they were buffing it. They wanted to get rid of the tank build, and this is where I hate it when the developers want to create builds, right? Anytime you try to create builds and create niches, then you end up with, this champion is tied to this item and its identity, like Blade of the Rune King on Aurelia, right? We don't want this. We want people to build, and then you try to move people into one direction. And I tend to really dislike that. I like good champion design and then let people figure out what works for them. So they were trying to move people around out of this, and they moved to here. And then the execute threshold went up and then down, and they're like, all right, no, we can do it per stack. No, just get rid of this. This is fine. If people want to play tank, let them play tank. Now it also has to be Smolder's damage that does the execute. The missile radius is going down. This is a huge one. Big point of complaint was that it's deceptively wide. Movement speed, not doubling now. Okay, this was the big thing that made it so hard to play against the champion. It's like having Ezreal, right? You just have a free get out of jail free card, except this one you could play offense and defense. It was a modal arcane shift, which made it even stronger. Plus it dealt more damage. Trindamir, this guy's going to live out the carry fantasies for sure. Bonus movement speed got partially reverted. They don't want the Q at max ranks to be quite as devastating. Still gets doubled though. This is still plus 56%, which is why you want points in this eventually. Cooldown on the ultimate up by 10 early. Okay, no big complaints. Finally, they're doing this to Infinity Edge. They said that they weren't. They said that this is going to be the last stanchion for Infinity Edge, and if it's not good enough at 40%, we're not going to touch it. Crit Marksman as a whole feel pretty sad right now, so we'd like to power up the subclass as a whole. Good job. We're doing this through their big ticket multipliers and amping up their specific strengths as tank busters, so that they strategically stand out from other marksmen who peak earlier in the game. I love it. Good. Like Essence Reaver champions. The recipe is changing. The F sword. Okay, attack damage up by 5. Total cost unchanged. This is huge. And specifically, what we really want to look at is someone like an Akali that has split ratios, or a Corki that can go Shadow Flame plus Infinity Edge. And then all of your hits will, when someone's low health, will become crits. Then all of them will get crit for extra damage. But I think Shadow Flame crits differently, right? It's just like 20% extra damage. So it may not synergize enough, but it's definitely worth investigating. Armor penetration up to 35. I mean, holy shit. This is such a huge change to the class in general. All marksmen unilaterally get stronger. That completely changes the game. 14.6 is going to be the Wild West for metagames. Because everything has existed in a world where they just don't deal very much damage, and they go lethality, so then tanks become very good, and then you go into high damage versus tank builds, and then what's going to give. By giving marksmen some crit agency back, you're going to have a huge swell in what's going on. Support income's also changing. What did I miss here? Systems. Void Grubs. On death, remaining Void Grubs receive a 25 maximum and missing health shield that decays over 10 seconds. Right, that's the one that's changing. On death, it's now 30% maximum and missing that decays. Any excess healing temporarily increases their max health. Oh, they're making it tougher. Changing the shield buff that Void Grubs receive to a heal. Okay. There we go. This is missing health shield. This is missing health heal. Got you. Any excess healing temporarily increases their max health. Interesting. So I'll go back down. Still you can take the 1 and go off. The Void Grub buff VFX will now stay throughout the entire duration of the buff. That should be all game. Okay, weird. Early Doran's items for junglers and supports. Yep, this was OP, and hopefully you guys were taking advantage of it while you had a chance. Now you cannot. One at a time. They're all considered starter items now, and you can't get any of them overlapped. Early income for supports. Supports have gained a lot of power. Yes, by a lot. Gold per minion kill. All the gold is going down by 8. The execute's going down by 5. The upgrade is going at 400. So all right, that's nice. You get your wards at about the same time in the game, but your final item will not come as quickly. So you can't just dominate your lanes with those upgrades. Gold per minion kill, same thing. Everything going down, and the Slay got nerfed again. Ooh. And you get your bonus health only for the 2.5. Yeah, that's pretty big. Solstice Slay was just like, yeah, I mean, this was the best one. You look at it, it's just like, all right, this does the most for that type of champion. Immolation damage going up by, no, it's going down. Going up when you buy it, right? Your bonus health on Bomby Cinder. No, this is just going to be, this is just a nerf. Caulfield's Warhammer getting nerfed? Why? Why? In this patch, we're taking a pass on epic items with a couple goals in mind. First, we want to lower the number of times a lane can feel over due to one gank or a single kill. The golden experience difference will still be valuable, but the advantage... This right here, this has nothing compared to a level. This is nothing. When someone goes back and finishes an item, that is not as good as having an item and as having a level. Did I just say item? Level. When you have a level, that's where the big snowball comes from. This is inconsequential. This is just a feels bad moment for everybody in the game. This is also, though, a unilateral buff to 80 carries, right? All these champions that were spiking on half, 1.5 items, they don't hit as hard now, right? All of this damage is going down, means it's a little bit easier to stick around. Ability power going down, attack damage. Wow. This one's gonna feel real bad too because you don't even get any AD now for the upgrade. It gets its base health regen back. No, this is like the coolest thing. This is what this item did. Why'd get rid of it? No. Oh, huge nerf to its power spike though. All of these items. Oh, puke. And Verdant Barrier, the zero, the forgotten item, gone. Wow. Making some updates to the replay system. While you won't notice any changes on your end, no, this will help us make improvements behind the scenes. Okay, that's too bad. I'm hoping that they're going to start giving us practice tool, and the ability to replay pro games would be nice. Currently only pros get to watch it, and it would be nice if everyone could do it, so you could like look at a replay together. That would be sick. Mythic Shop. Winter Blessed Warwick I think was good. Ooh, my favorite. Space Groove Nami, I didn't realize this was prestige. Take a peek. Alright, and then we'll get into class.
The sea holds fear.
Okay. Is this the ultimate? It's gotta be. Oh yeah. What's in there swimming? It's like disco fish. Alright, anyways, no deal. All right, you guys ready? All right, welcome back for another episode of the Strat Chat. We've been going through the Academy approach and going through all the lessons that we have. And recently we've been working on growth mindset. And previous to this, we've been looking at what happens when you have a fixed mindset. Today's going to be more about breaking through that, breaking through the barriers, imagined barriers, and trying to make it to the next level for yourself, right? So I'm just going to be reading off some of the slides and then going into context. When you have a fixed mindset, the most important thing to know is you have a choice. All right. It may not be easy, but it is definitely possible for you to change your mindset. Right. And it just comes to a choice of, I want to change it. That's the biggest thing. Usually this means changes to your internal dialogue versus like, I can't do it versus I can do it. Right. I can get better. It's not necessarily the task that can seem really daunting. For example, me getting to masters as a 38-year-old dad with a busy life, and climbing never been my priority. Can I get to masters? Previously, I've said, no, I can't, because it would take too much of other things. But in truth, realistically, what it is I can get better at this small thing. I can get better at this small thing. I can start one tricking. I can, when I'm taking games ranked seriously, I can one trick. I can practice my mechanics. I can practice my combos. I can click faster, as we saw the other day. And it makes a change. And each one of those just makes you a little bit better, a little bit better. And each 5% that you increase, that's like going up 2 ranks, right? If you get 10% better, you're going up a tier. And you're increasing in your strength the whole time. Just by saying, let me take small bites. Let me say, I can do this better. It's not just, I can't get challenger. What are the things? What are the skills I can increase? And a growth mindset will always look at those bites you can take. That saying, Rome wasn't built in a day, or brick by brick, my citizens. Right? That's how Rome was built. You just take steps. And today you say, today I want to pave this walkway. Today I want to do this. Today I want to take the next step forward. So let's get some examples. I can learn more about laning phase as a support. That's perfect. That's one that we've been going on right now with Rakan. Learning about where my roam windows are. How strong is Rakan? Where is he relative to other champions in the fight sequence? Who can he take trades with? How much mobility does he have? How much mana do I have for the ability to use W's going across the map? Is it is it seemingly infinite, or is it less than seemingly infinite? A growth-oriented belief would look something like this. With enough time and dedicated practice, I will improve my ability to have an impact in the early lane phase. And that's true, right? Looking at your own clicks, going in and observing how far away. Are you clicking like this? Are you clicking like this? Are you holding space and then therefore able to juke and dodge in 8 cardinal directions like this very, very quickly? Why is it helpful? The I can is an excellent way to confirm that these beliefs are in fact possible and achievable as long as the work is being put in. Now, this goes back to some of the SMART goals, right? Where you want to have that. If you want, you can check back on the VODs. I'll post a link in the description below. But SMART goals, one of the things, they need to make sure that they're relevant, that they're achievable, that they're time-bound. These things need to be the aspects of the growing efforts that you're making. You set yourself a SMART goal and you say, I can do this. What's the next thing? I want to get a little bit better at last hitting. I want to get a little bit better at my roam windows. I want to get better at not leaving my ID carry behind for too long. That's something I do, where my roam kind of extends a little bit and it starts going into the reach territory. And I don't want to have to reach for plays. I want to take my consistent plays. That's something I can do better. And another example, I recognize my mistakes and I will fix them. The reason it's a growth-oriented belief, by taking responsibility of my own gameplay, I can critically and objectively view my mistakes in a way that will help me avoid them in my future matchups. And it makes complete sense, right? I will is an excellent way to confirm the individual is committed to fixing the mistakes. I will do this, right? In my next game, I will click more. I will click faster. I will try to combo my auto and my Q after I dash in on Rakan. So I'm going to get in, and I'm going to make sure that I get my auto Q in before I dash out. Stuff like that. And by getting your muscle memory to get better at the task, by challenging yourself to do it, then it will just lubricate the synapses, right? The synapses being the pathway from your brain towards your hands to make the things happen. Mechanics is the ability to put what's in your head onto the screen. So if you could move a character around perfectly, what would that look like? Can you do it now? Right? Can you move it to your hands and fingers? Lubricating the synapses and getting muscle memory, same thing. Those are the things that get you better. That's a skill you can get better at. Reaction time, same thing. There's a lot of skills you can work on. So here's some tips, and this will be what we end with. We're going to do 7 tips, and then we're going to get into the games with these. Embrace challenges. This is probably the biggest thing, and you can use this everywhere. It's not just for League of Legends. This is for life, all right? New things are exciting, and you want to do the new thing. And a lot of people who look at starting projects and then they run into a problem and they say, maybe this isn't going to work. And then they go and they start something new. It's like, maybe this way will work. That's like starting a new account. Instead, you embrace the challenge. If you become a problem solver, then you just continue to grow and grow and grow. And no matter what, when something gets in your way, you're able to peel it apart, say, this is my way through, and I can fix this problem step by step and always be looking to evolve. Challenges are essential for improvement. They highlight areas where you can develop your skills. No challenge, no growth. Next, you can focus on learning. Every game, win or lose, offers lessons to be learned. Analyze your gameplay objectively, identify mistakes, and seek ways to improve. Watch replays, read guides, and study high-level players to gain insights into better strategies and techniques. And you guys are more than welcome to stick around and ask any questions and throw any clips our way. We can help you look at those. Set realistic goals. We've talked about the SMART goals. Short-term and long-term goals can be really good for motivating yourself to try to get to a mark. So for example, I'm trying to get 100 games of Rakan in. I'm actually a little bit behind on that scale. It means I'm going to have to double down a little bit more, play a couple more sets. Might have to do some off stream, which I'm trying not to do because I'd like to get all of this on screen. But I just need to get more games in, right? I want to go in. I really feel good with the champion right now. But we had a big setback this past week. All the sicknesses, my kid breaking his foot and stuff like that. Like, that's tough. And sometimes your goals will be affected by external factors, and that's why it's important that you keep them realistic, because things will get in the way. And say, all right, here's my achievable goal. I can make this happen, and then get to it. It allows you to track your progress and stay motivated. It feels good to hit your goals. Anytime you do it, you get to set a new one, and that becomes the new thing. Rather than ditching and creating something new, you evolve, you conquer, and then you get to do something new that way. Either way, you get to make something new. You just have to go through that process of finalizing a goal, right? Really achieving and reaching for it. Celebrate your progress, right? Not the end, not the destination. You want the progress, the journey to be fun. You can acknowledge and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small, whether it's mastering a new champion or seeing improvement towards your SMART goals. Recognizing your progress boosts confidence and motivation, 100%, right? So anyone who's struggling with burnout, this is good for you, right? If it's just a small goal of, I want to enjoy League of Legends more, that's a great one, right? I enjoy the game more, and that can be good for your progress. Embrace feedback, and this is a huge one. A lot of people want to be set in their ways. Everyone is giving feedback for a reason. They're not trying to troll you. They're trying to help. So see if, even if you disagree with what they're saying, why are they saying it? What might they be seeing that I haven't thought of yet? And try to really go into their shoes and criticize yourself in a healthy way. A lot of people in game, it might be easy to take what they're saying as flaming or negative criticism. It could just be that they're just trying to help you out. The word choice often can be a little bit abrasive, and you just do your best to remove the stress from that. Press the blue button. Take that deep breath, and at the bottom of the exhale, you hit that blue button and let the energy go all over your body, wherever you need it. And that you can remove the thing that thinks that you're being harshly judged and instead just accept the feedback. Stay persistent, all right? Understand that improvement takes time and effort. Don't get discouraged by setbacks or temporary plateaus. Stay committed to your goals and keep pushing forward, knowing that consistent practice leads to progress. And last two. Oh, a couple more. 10. What happened to 9? Maintain a positive attitude. Cultivate optimism and resilience even in the face of adversity. A positive mindset helps you stay focused, adapt to challenges, and overcome obstacles more effectively. You can practice your mindfulness. Stay present and focused during matches. Avoid dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about future outcomes. By staying mindful, you can make better decisions and perform at your best. We talk about this a lot, making sure that you find times to breathe in the game, to settle your emotions, and the best time to do it is usually anytime you're leaving base. Anytime you're leaving base is a great time to reset, because you get dialed up. It's important to come back to your baseline, and then you can optimize where you want to be. And lastly, learn from your failures. Don't be discouraged by them. They're learning opportunities, right? You have winners and learners is a saying that we often use. The winning player is often biased to think that they've done everything right. Losing players are more likely to blame people or say that they got unlucky. But really, if you can strip those projections and instead go down into what can I learn from this game, then you can actually start leapfrogging those people that just beat you. Try to analyze what went wrong, understand the reasons behind it, and use that knowledge to improve your future games. So in conclusion, by adopting a growth mindset in League of Legends, you not only enhance your gameplay, but also develop valuable skills that can be applied to every aspect of life. All right, you can use this everywhere in your work, your profession, in your social lives. Remember that improvement is a journey, and enjoy the journey. Every step forward brings you closer to your goals and I think gives you more fulfillment. So that's really what we're trying to gain from the growth mindset. We're going to wrap up this week with games. We're going to continue the journey on Rakan and see whether or not we can apply some of these, right? This will be so interesting. This patch in general. Bullies being hit, hyperscalers being hit, Briar just needing another tap, tanks getting a little bit better, marksman getting ubiquitously stronger, or unilaterally I should say. The fact that crit items goes up is a huge change, and it's going to be a big nerf. In fact, I'm going to message my friend that mentioned this, or that has been playing a lot of Tahm Kench bottom. Tahm Kench, huge lateral nerf. It's like all crit. I mean, maybe people playing more crit champions means that you might be able to pick Tahm Kench and bully a lane in something like a Senna Tahm Kench, but also Senna getting nerfed means it's going to be a little bit harder. I didn't actually check out the Senna nerfs. While we think Senna is appropriately powerful as a support in the hands of most players, she's currently far too strong as a farming bot laner. I agree, she shouldn't be able to do this. Mist Wraith spawn on minion kill getting gutted. Huge. Alright, this is a small nerf. Basically, she should be played in that support role anyways. Tank farmer is the best spot for her to begin with. Q damage. So the nerfs are not Kench nerfs, but marksman buffs are. What's up, Metacrisis? How you doing? Thank you. Hopefully all of that is informative. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure that you are subscribing, right? We do this every single day at noon. We go through. This is part of, let's see if I can pull it up on screen. Part of the curriculum that we use here. Pull this up real quick. Yeah, so we have this for multiple different games, but we go in, right? Why esports, why psychology matters in esports, specifically performance and high performance. And we go through all of these: confidence, mental imagery, motivation. This was 2 weeks ago. We did growth mindset last week into this week. And then we're going to start optimizing next week. And then we're going to go into things that are more persistent for how to behave in your team aspect, but you can also use it in solo queue. Just by giving positive reinforcement, building trust with your teammates, this will be, I'm really excited to do these coming up. That's just a glimpse of what we do here. Do you ever find yourself stuck in one of these fixed mindsets? Something like, I'm in loser's queue, my MMR is ruined, my teammates are making a mistake, or I can't climb because junglers in this ELO don't understand how to gank bot, anything like that. Sion being buffed means you're going to get a lot more boss-in-law attempters. No, I won't call them abusers, just attempters. This is interesting, right? That these are going up. Pick rate is going up by a little bit, but win rates are going down. People are eager to try the changes. It's usually what's indicative. This tends to happen a lot on the morning of the patch. We have a Vayne and a Corki, so we are going full tank this game as much as possible. Our teams already can have enough of the other resources, so it's our job to be as tanky as possible for our team.
Let's dance.
Now the big question with the unilateral crit buffs is whether or not that's going to be stronger than the Bork, Terminus, Rageblade, Wits End type. I'm going AD, I'm duo with the bot, he's going top. Oh, I can top if you want. I did already pick Rakan. I probably should have gotten this earlier. I'm duo with the bot, he's going top. So I'm solo bot. I don't quite know. Or you're just saying I'm duo with this guy? Okay. I'm bot. Scuttle Crab. Got you. Okay, alright, we get a Vayne and then this guy's swapping. All the time, but mostly for real life things? Yeah, man, that's not uncommon. 100% these things can be used in your real life applications, and you should go check out on YouTube. Let me see. Let me make sure, because I just changed the title, so I get this wrong all the time. I should probably not. How to control your competitive stress. All right, Giga Gaming Academy on YouTube. Watch that, and even though it's spoken in League of Legends terms, you'll absolutely be able to use that on anything else. All right, let's see. Unflinching doesn't look necessary this game. Revitalize will be okay. We could go Overgrowth, especially since we do need to be the tank for this team. We are a hyper-scaling, hyper-damaged team comp, so really everything that I do wants to be focused around that. I'm going to go here since we don't have any problems with the lane phase, and I think we're going to go like this. Did we get it in? I don't know. It'll be close. Thank you, man. Yeah, thank you, and you too. It's actually been a lot of fun, especially the clicking faster day, man. The fact that I got hurt is wildly amusing to me. That, like, that's how much I hadn't been clicking by, right? Or like that's how much slower I was. The fact that when I tried to dial it up, which was a lot of fun and I played great that day, and it like hurt and I could feel the hurt, and since I knew I was trying to play faster and stronger, like that was good. It felt great. But then needing to take 2 days off afterwards, it was like, all right, this is a legit thing. All right, this ward means that we don't need to go any further. We'll go try and peep a Teemo, see if he's trying to hide in a bush somewhere. He might be trying to get in here. Now, in lower ELOs, we talk about this a lot. Depending what ELO you're in, is whether or not you can go into any sort of these bushes. In high ELO, right, D2+, you can't really do this because people fight over this bush all the time, right? And there becomes, you know, meta shifts whether or not people actually end up going for it. But this gets contested a lot in especially Challenger and GM games. So you wouldn't want to go here unless you had the strength of your team. You probably just come here, drop the ward, and get out. In middle ELO, no one ever does. So you can be more greedy with this. Okay. This will be fine. Double ranged in the bot lane, and I'm not really looking to engage because they're going to poke me super hard with their range advantage. Means that I can go Q here. That guy should smite. He doesn't know. Alright, where's the Teemo? Right there. 22 gold, man. We already feel it. It's going so far down. Now, they do have Teemo, which is a hard counter to Vayne. I'll have to be careful about that. I'm just going to let Vayne play this at their own tempo. I'll just try to guide up. Shouldn't be taking all this extra damage. Rengar's pathing away from us, so we're fine to let this come back. We can try to freeze it right here. Ouch. That was way more damage than I thought it would be. That's on me. I should have used potion earlier. Didn't even see the Dark Harvest. Try to shield as much of the poison damage as possible. This guy is dead to anything now. There's 3 people up top, which means we definitely kill this Teemo the moment we want to. Stay in, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, we want to get that kill, get the Triumph proc, get everything about it. wants to push. Okay. We'll help him to push. We'll get the wave stacked up here and we'll just start pushing. Well, I don't like it in general because it's going to put us in a really awkward spot here where we can't get the rest of the wave out. And giving this guy a Dark Harvest stack as he comes back in when we're trying to recall is just really, really bad. Okay, I'm going to have to bring my A game because this guy does not. Can't do it. Oh, we can do it. We can maybe get them to like peek at us. Probably just need to go for a roam timer here. Ignore it, ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. Okay.
An ally has been slain.
Go ahead. Pin him to the wall. You guys like that? I know you like that. Block some minions so that the Vayne can get the last hits. And we shove. And then she shops, and then she's big. You're good, you're good, you're good. Let me hit that. Rumble.
has been destroyed.
Alright, Vayne gets his long lane. Her long lane. Actually good to keep on shoving this. You like that? I don't know why you went that way though.
An ally has been slain.
Awkward. Now, if we can convince Vayne and Smolder to stay in a lane together, that's going to be insanely good for Vayne. Vayne needs to actually take these fights though and win them.
An ally has been slain.
Bro. That seems like it should have been an easy win. They're taking this with no prio? Vayne's low? Vayne's not that low. They have some prio. Alright, it's okay. We're still scaling. Like, not taking a fight's not the end of the world. Unfortunately, Aurelion Sol went with this really outdated build. What is going on, guys? What? We didn't kill the Smolder either.
Enemy killing spree.
Let's take my one kill here. Not doing anything? Wait, what? Yeah. Okay.
Shut down.
Not like this. Not like this. That's my bad. I played that very, very poorly. Alright, this can be an engage here. He didn't get the kill. That's so... Everyone's playing like they are the hyper carry, and like, yeah, scaling's a thing. I don't know. Maybe they're just right about completely sitting back.
Enemy killing spree.
You guys have heard about the split pushing Rakan, right? Like, why there's no one up here in a game where we're scaling? This is absolutely the only way to win in the mid game, right? There's nothing else you can do because enemy teams can be stronger than you anywhere you go. Not only do they have this lead on us, but they also just have the mid game spike compared to us. Maybe this was a game where I could have gone Rod of Ages.
An enemy is dominated. An ally has been slain. Enemy double kill. Your turret has been destroyed.
gapped everywhere. Ghosting. Go, go. That's the moment that you decide not to kite? Okay.
Your inhibitor has been destroyed. An enemy is unstoppable.
Whatever, we'll just go next. I don't know what's going on, right? Like, this is not the way to play your champions. So we just move next. All right, what kind of the things could we have done? Could have tried to counter gank up in top. Could have tried to make some plays. Could have tried to communicate more with the Rengar. And you know what? Our own journey of trying to click faster, we were kind of back in our own pedantic pace there, so we can try to amp that up. Let me try to get jacked up for it. That look all right?
Art can shed light on our fears.
Could have gone for lane prowl level 1. Could have tried to take a couple more aggressive trades, especially once Teemo shows that he has E at level 1. We probably could have just gone for an all-in on Smolder. They both have their spell, right? Or they're like just damage. That would have been tough though. Rakan doesn't have good stats either. Vayne only has Q, yeah, so I don't think that works anyways. Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. The journey's up there. Maybe we spent a little bit too long on one of the roams. Could have gone back into bot. That's when they took the turret. But honestly, them taking the turret, is it a net positive? Probably not. Probably never. But certainly you cannot go like getting Rod of Ages on Acel is already just. I mean, I'll look it up here, but I'm fairly positive that it is not doing well. Because it accentuates your weakest part of the game, right? So you finish it around 12 minutes, and then you're weak from 12 to 22, and you spike at 22, but you're already spiking at 22, right? That's when you're getting very fast farm, you're getting Sky's Descent. So I'm pretty sure Rod of Ages just has a really bad win rate, to the point where it doesn't even get bought anymore, right? This has a 50% win rate. That's very, very, very low. You can go tier and then just go Rylai's, and you just start building your build from there, right? You go tier, you go here, here, and then you finish this one. And some builds actually skip it because the mana's just not that important, and you can go straight into extra damage like Shadow Flame, because people get so low so quickly, and then your damage just amplifies, and you're more likely to get people to that execute threshold. You can also go Horizon Focus, which is a bonkers item on him. Even Riftmaker, like you see all these items being played a ton. Aurelion Soul is all over the place, and they're all doing well, except this one. Interesting enough. Usually, because it's just the weaker version, you're going to get Crypt Bloom. It's a stronger item in general. So probably this is more indicative of people who don't play Aurelion Soul. They're like, third item, buy pen. That's probably what this is most indicative of. But yeah, do not spend any time, right? You don't need to waste stuff on your mana items first. You can see that they all have low win rates. You need to spike for your damage. And also your damage is how you're stacking anyways, so even more reason. All right, long distance champs here. Who's the jungler? Who's the top? Smolder top? Jin Nico bot lane? Long range? Guardian for sure. I think we go shield bash against this. Maybe we should have had shield bash last time. They're going to be looking to poke. Probably get a little bit of all in. A lot more CC on this team, so I'm much more likely to go unflinching. Much more happy to go unflinching, I should say. The amount of pick is a little bit harder, so we're going to go Ghost Poro. If you're just joining us, what we're working on is growth mindset, enjoying the process, enjoying the tackling problems, right? What are the challenges? What can we do? And for us, the theme has been trying to strike off the things that are most indicative of us. Family man, doesn't prioritize climbing, doesn't, too old, bad eyes. Like, I want to buck these trends. I want to beat this. All right, so let me start getting these fingers warmed up.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
There we go.
30
It is a top lane Smolder. They do have a ward right here. I could go grab a sweeping lens and actually just make it to a faster level 2 this way. We could also just let them have it. They're retreating back through. I need to remove this from our items now. It'll be locked. It won't even let me buy it anymore, but I can't even buy it because buying it might screw up your ability to get World Atlas.
Minions have spawned.
Okay. Rengar, that game also didn't use their smite on time. Let's move away from here. Six minions, we're good. Keeping the Nico away from the Twitch as much as possible. Probably could have helped with more of the pushing. I don't know. Without the W, we can't ever get the push there. She's got no spells. Hey, I took one too many. And we somehow got no damage on them. I don't know, maybe he wasn't looking for it.
An enemy has been slain.
was bad. Ah, that doesn't work. If we've got range advantage, Diana's nearby. This way is coming to us. We could absolutely go for an all-in here. They haven't warded. Here we go. All the damage is on me. You're good to take this. Diana's not looking. We're good though. Got the healing in. You like that. Thank you, jungler. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wants to push. Pushing is a mistake there. You want to take the faster recall. Unless he's sitting on like exactly 1230, right? And he just wants a couple more minions so he can get to 1300. You gotta kill. Is there a flash? There's no flash here.
An ally has been slain.
I think we get to control this now. Twitch is looking for a reset, so we'll just give him a quick reset here. Just gonna get Diana to look for a second. Which is good. Is it? I don't know what he's afraid of. Volibear's all the way up top. This ward's not going to do us anything, but that's okay. Alright, so we can play for an all-in here. I'm about to hit level 6. We have level 6. Nico's not, so if we get the first push here, I should hit it before Nico. We'd like to slow it down though, right? We have the wave advantage already, so there's no real reason to push up anything here. Use that for the 24 gold. Oopsies.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Hey, I missed.
Shut down.
Alright, Twitch gets some solo time down here. He should be able to wrap this in. Also get 2 plates for himself. Just need to be afraid of that.
Legendary. Shut down. Double kill.
Nice. Yeah, baby, I like it like that. I like it like that. I like it like that. Yes, so, yes, so. No, that's okay. It's alright. It's alright. Let me see. Does not want to go. Really good on him. Although he's going like Titanic or something.
Legendary. Unstoppable. Double kill.
I felt good. I was communicating in the middle of fights, which was actually something that we never do. Sometimes we accuse people, and this is one of our own things, right? People don't follow in on good fights. That's something that I've heard myself say, right? And so communicating to them in the middle of the fight, not by spamming, not by overloading their mental stack, but by giving them enough of a heads up of like, hey, like I'm going to continue this play. That's a huge deal. It's when you're Tom Kench and you swallow someone, showing people where you're going to spit them out is great, right? Or if someone asks you for that, it's a fantastic thing. And in the middle of this game, like that matters. And so that's a big thing for me. I feel really, really good about myself for my own growth and the ability to communicate to that to the team in the heat of the action. So like that's a great thing, and I feel fantastic, right? It feels so good to be working on something and then to get it in the game and to have it make a difference. What's up, Sidrain? How you doing? GG, it was fun. I had a blast. Apparently, there's only one move here. It's got to be to defend this, right? We lose the minimum. Okay. Yeah, the bot lane was great. Yeah, good stuff. I think we had a lot of windows where we could have gone for a little bit more, but I definitely got beat up in one of them. I was very surprised that they were still able to kill us when we started moving forward, and I think I used my second potion in the middle of that, so definitely things I can do better, but I don't know what it was. Was it just Jin's fourth shot and I didn't notice it? Because like the damage came quick. Nico had just used both of her cooldowns. She did end up getting the second Q up in time, and it was the Comet that ended up being lethal. So, you know, maybe it just wasn't the time yet. Rakan is so weak in the lane phase. Only reason I wasn't aggro, if you want to, my thought press. Do I want to hear it? Yeah, absolutely. They wave clear better early, and we were watching around the Nico E. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that's why I was thinking once Nico E was down that we'd have a free trade window, and then also I just expected that we're going to be hitting level 3, but that didn't happen. So there's a chance they were even just level 3 for that fight, and if that's the case, then that would explain everything. Probably actually worth going back and checking. I'm gonna, you know what, I'll put myself a note. Level 2.7 death in Twitch game. Check. I was gonna play off of you because if I go in first, yeah, obviously when the Nico E, like you can't play forward unless you're really feeling yourself. But it's one of those lanes that with Diana being in range, we can threaten a lot. But it is kind of scary. Nico support, you know, there's always the wonder. They didn't spend any time pretending to be Jhin though, so it wasn't like they were even making it that hard. It's all spell based is the big thing, and especially when she doesn't have her W yet, there's definitely windows, and Twitch has a tremendous amount of level 2 and 3 burst. It was fine. It was fine. I'll take the blame for it. You played great. It was good stuff. And then most of the time, Diana's the one who got the kills, so we just start spending some more time with Diana, and we're in a good spot. But we're working on it. We're trying to get better. That's why it's always good. Always good to evaluate afterwards. Thank you, man. Alright, my goal this game. Exhaust is really good against these guys. I don't think we're going to need Cleanse against just Morgana. This as well. Top lane Nautilus running it back. Vex is very good against Rengar, but very weak against Aurelion Sol. You generally just counterpick Vex, and they just moved a lot of her stats into that, so it might be in a tough spot. Alright, growing, continuing to grow. Even within that game, we were able to grow. We realized that we weren't playing to our full potential with our click speed and moving around, so we're definitely going to try to get into this game at full speed and keep it up. We'll see if we can perform to our best. This is game 3 of our best of 3, so we're 1-1. Want to truly activate, really get onto full throttle this game. Step 1 complete. W out of base. Try hard mode on. Let's go. Gotta go, but I'll throw you a follow. You seem like a cool dude. I wish you the best of luck. Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thanks for the follow. We'll see you around soon. We're here every day at noon. Every weekday, I should say.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
This was me paying attention to Twitch screen and not doing what I was supposed to do. I did the first step of this correctly, which was get out of base quickly. And then the second step I did poorly, which was to follow through, cast another W, get here faster than anyone on their team can get here, and get that ward down potentially before they even step foot in it. Morg has Q, so they have no wave clear here.
Minions have spawned.
Going great. Misfortune. See, they know. Getting to this wave is so important, and right now we're bailing them out for the fact that they don't have spells. This is... What am I doing here? Eating a lot of their damage is what I'm doing. Alright, let me just activate again. I need to be careful to tilt less, you know, like I make rash decisions based on not having my teammates do what I want them to do. Alright, those are both their spells down, but we're not going to at the level here. I don't think either of us got that caster. Q at level 1's a mistake for Misfortune. You want to go W, say I have better push. I'm happy with that.
First blood.
Perfect. That's exactly what we want from one of those trades. Shield is down. That was a flash right as the passive was going off. That's the best case scenario. Worst case for the Kog'Maw. Really good spot for us now. I don't feel like I outplay my opponents very often, but that felt good. My E doesn't target him now. I don't know how he managed to get in there, but we're out. I wanted to flash. Maybe I could have E-flashed rather than flash E. That was actually a small mechanical mistake. This is coming back to us, so we won't lose that much.
Ally has been slain.
This lane's coming back to the Misfortune, so I don't need to touch it. I can come over here, start positioning myself with the Graves plus Vex. Maybe we can make a play on mid. They're going to be hitting level 6 off of this next wave. If they haven't missed a single minion, they can catch it off of all of these. If they've missed any, then they get it in the next round. But Vex is low on mana. Graves is not looking to come here, it looks like. So it seems like I'm just going to do one of these. Protect the lane. Yeah, we see it. I see it. All right, let me help you shove then. Shouldn't have missed the cannon, right? Go for the cannon, skip the other one. So this is a very important role that I just did for this guy, right? I helped him to get out of a situation where he was going to be trading waves, and the Aurelion Soul had more resources to get a better recall off. And so by coming up there, then we make sure that we get ourselves a better situation. Vex gets a neutral recall, and then I'm back in position for this bounce here. And we get Scuttle the Void Grubs in return. This guy gets his teleport out. Like, everything's great. He actually didn't even need to use teleport there. Nice. Spell. Just peeling here. Zero aggressive actions. This is from 2.5 weeks ago. Aggressive actions without knowing the outcome, right? We didn't have good enough information on what was coming on the other side. They're taking dragons, so we have to be careful around this area of the map. Graves can go for a second rotation on clears. Misfortune's actually going for a recall. Unfortunately, it looks like Kog'Maw knows what a freeze is, so we're going to have some trouble with this. We rotate over together. Yeah, okay, I dig it. They probably had something warded here, right? They could easily have good knowledge about where I'm at. this guy get a shove off or what? Misfortune's fine down here. Morgana just roamed. Got 1 minute until this thing. Makes me want to kind of spend a little time up here. Glad I did. Oh gosh, we're really underleveled, huh? Maybe we're making this last too long. I could just canceled it. Why would you cancel yours? Stop canceling yours. Recall. We're not here to make a play. We're here to just get a better recall situation. Got you. No E as well. Alright, beautiful. That's very nice for us. No. We need this guy to come.
Enemy double kill.
Maybe we could have just gotten out. Okay, yeah, maybe with ASO coming. Vex is also late again. We don't get the fight with the Rengar up front. This guy didn't have his ult. Apparently it was just cursed. So we finally get a chance, an angle on this. This guy's not even going to try. thought that needed to connect. I thought you could flash away from it.
Your turret has been destroyed. Your turret has been destroyed.
Am I dead? I'm dead.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Alright. There's no reason to flash after that guy flashes.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Like, ult the wave right here, please. Hello. I don't know, maybe I'm actually wrong. Maybe this is the fight that we should go for. We're down by so much, though. It's like, when are we ever going to get any kind of play? Like, this is just so garbage. I think it's just going to be end for us.
An enemy has been slain.
I'm trying to take advantage of a window where I can maybe get anything done. Nautilus needs to start fronting for the team. We're not in split push mode. Maybe we can get a turret down or something? I don't know. I don't think we ever win this. Yeah, that's bad by me. Yep, he's right.
An ally has been slain.
Whatever. These guys are so checked out.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Yo! We just completely gapped here. That guy's gonna walk. Ref's up in 2. We can maybe. Maybe we could have just tried to do more with the misfortune. Oh, a bunch. All right. Anyways, I was activated. Was I? Yes, I was activated. I'm there. I'm happy. Even though we lost and it's a frustrating way to lose, I can be happy with my growth, that I'm clicking faster and that I'm performing better at an individual level. And so I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. If anyone wants to play some Mundo Dodgeball, let me know. Challenge up for everybody. Got a new set, huh? It's time. All right, might be time to check everything out. Yep, absolutely. Inkborn Fables. It's time for a little run around on that. Apparently we have to log out. That sucks. All right, that's going to be it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the ride. A couple frustrating games, and that's, we can't control them. We can only control us. We're happy with the way we progressed, so we know that we're going to continue climbing with that escalation, that we're going to continue to problem solve and get better, take on and tackle adversary adversaries and anything that's in our way, right? We just keep on getting better. We're going to claw through it, and I'm having a lot of fun on this adventure. Thanks for joining me, guys. I appreciate you. I'll be alive again tomorrow at noon o'clock Eastern. We're going to get into the next chapter of the Giga Gaming curriculum. I'll see you there. All right, make sure you tune in. Thanks so much for the follows and the subs. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to everybody. I will catch you guys next time. Keep it surreal. Peace.